Welcome to Sharpened. We are very, very honored to have all of you here with us today. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Shamsul Rahman, or commercially known as Dr. Shark. And then probably the rest of you would like to introduce yourself and which program you are from.
Okay, so my name is Muhammad Syahir. You can call me Syahir, and I'm study chemical engineering. Okay.
My name is Narissa Sohfia, but people call me Caca. I'm taking ICT.
And I'm Danial Hariz, and people call me Danial, and I'm studying in ICT.
My name is Tajudin. People call me Takki, and I'm also studying ICT.
Right. And we're all from University Technology Petronas, right?
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your presence. Dr. Shark. Okay. Probably you'd like to share with us a little bit of your background and how TTS come about.
Okay, what's TTS?
What's TTS? I'll leave it to you. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Shamsul Rahman. I studied engineering in University Malaya, and was never involved in theatre at all. But I started theatre after I graduated as a civil engineer. And from there on, I started acting on stage, and I started teaching in UiTM. I taught so many courses in UiTM, but I was involved in the theatre scene in Kuala Lumpur then. That was in 1930s.
30s?
No. 1980s. All right. And then from there on, I started a group of theatre group in UiTM called Play and Play, because it's a PPP. You were in PPP before, right? So we use PPP as Play and Play. But at the same time, I was involved in the theatre scene in Kuala Lumpur, and we have a theatre group in UiTM. So I started the theatre group, and then we go into theatre competitions.
Okay.
Right, and the students are basically students who are studying in PPP. They are studying courses which are preparing them for further education in overseas. Right, so after that they graduate and they finish and they go to further studies in overseas. And then we started this group, and when we entered the competition, we start winning. That's funny. We started off winning in the competitions. So from there on, after that, I stopped because I have to further my own study in the United States. So I took a break. But when I was there, I studied mime and also some theatre, right? Theatre of the oppressed. Okay, theatre of the oppressed. So we did some theatre of the oppressed all over the country in Tennessee. And also, like I mentioned earlier just now, I also did mime. I studied mime over there. So coming back to Malaysia, I quit UiTM, and then I joined University Technology Petronas. So when I joined University Technology Petronas, so set up a new theatre group. That was in 2002. This year is the 16th year. Yeah. 15th year, right? 15th year of Tronoh Theatre Shop. So we call ourselves Tronoh Theatre Shop.
That's TTS, right?
TTS. Yeah. So the purpose was not basically to just join festival theatre competitions, right? And I'm already not involved in the theatre scene in Kuala Lumpur, but in Perak. Now I'm in Perak, so I get these students to be involved in festival theatre in Kuala Lumpur, and also I bring them overseas as well. So we went to Australia, we went to Indonesia, we went to Bangkok to do performances. Some English plays and some mostly Malay plays, right? And then throughout the years, we have been getting awards all over the place. And this year, last year we won the Festival Theatre Kuala Lumpur, because we entered the Kuala Lumpur. Thank you. And then this year, inshallah, we'll go into the Festival Theatre Malaysia. So that's how I started with the theatre group.
Right. But when you first initiated TTS at the university, is it because you saw talents or how did it start? Is it chicken and egg or egg because you were there and you wanted to do this, or because you see talents there, raw talents that could be probably polished?
Yes.
Why? How?
Basically, it's both. It's basically both chicken and the egg together.
Because because UTP is a technology.
Yes.
It's a technical.
Correct.
Yeah.
We started off with the group with 15 students and 15 staff. Even the staff are involved. But now the staff have dwindled because they have to take care of their families and children and stuff. So there are few staff still involved, but mostly students.
Right.
And I see that when I did this group in UITM, most of the students now who are involved in theatre, right, they are out there. They are out there. When I say out there, means they are handling how to say, their own companies. For example, one has gone into a motivational speaker.
Oh, okay.
And he has his own company, do motivational speaker, and then he says, oh, partly because of his involvement in theatre.
Right.
And a few of them also have been in Petronas, doing entertainment stuff, right? Some graduates from our Tronoh Theatre Shop, right? Even though Tronoh Theatre Shop is not a university. So some of our graduates, they are in Petronas, they are engineers, they are ITs, but they are now out there in the theatre scene in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of them are doing that now.
Right.
So, and then you can tell that some of these people in Petronas, they are also involved in events because of their talents.
Right.
So this gives them confidence and
Does it give you confidence as a student while you are getting yourself involved in shows and performances?
For me, when I started joining the theatre group, I think my confidence level is kind of into another level. Yeah, because at first I was very shy person. Yeah, to come out in the class, to volunteer in answering question. But when I entered theatre, it teach me how to be not to be shy in public, so be brave in public. So I think theatre is good. It's a good platform for me to enhance my confidence.
So confidence is not really a problem for me, but I think through theatre it helped me gain that charisma. You have your own identity, because before this I was like just being me stupidly.
So you've got an
seeker.
identity.
That stupid attention seeker.
and she's still doing that.
All right.
But I think theatre taught me to actually have my own personality.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And some people say that you need to have a certain character or personality or probably looks that would really fit you in. What do you think? You have that look, I think. What do you think?
I mean, for a person to be involved in theatre, I think for a person to be involved in theatre, you don't need looks. You just know how to get into the character and know how to carry it.
Yeah.
That's what I personally think.
Do you do audition before?
Yes.
Yeah.
We conduct auditions, and then because you need to have a certain character for that role, right? So we need to audition, because at the moment we are doing a play.
Yeah.
So at then we see that this guy is actually suited for 2-3 roles.
Right.
And then again, I cannot give him this role because the other person is suited for that particular role only.
Right.
So,
So are you holding any particular important role in any now?
Yes.
Yes. What role are you playing now?
Well, because we're currently doing Asylum. It's a play about people in asylum trying to try to act for an audience. So I got to play as a police officer who has a mental case.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So what about you? Your involvement in why? Why do you choose to be involved in performing arts so specifically?
I force him to.
Oh, you do. Yeah, you have that dictatorial look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably my looks have some sort of gangster face.
Ah,
So, yes,
okay.
Prof probably don't remember that, but he said that, I was like,
Gangster don't wear glasses, I suppose. Nerdy gangsters.
But yeah, currently I'm involved in Asylum, like he mentioned just now. My character is Pakcik, because my face, it does look old, so that's why Prof like, you try Pakcik, then I got Pakcik character, and then just like that.
And they are newcomers to the
Yeah,
Tronoh Theatre Shop.
just
Did you enjoy it so far?
Yes, it was very fun,
The
and
first-
it
first
also
time.
I gained a lot of experiences, like, and also gained some confidence level. Actually, I could say I'm quite shy person. So from this, I joined this Tronoh Theatre Shop. It gives me a lot of confidence to do some stuff.
We are going to do stage display in UTP, and also we're going to go to Penang,
Right.
in Penang Pack, in August, in September.
Right. So you're going around
Yeah.
doing shows and stuff. Okay, another thing is that theatre has always been associated with activism, you know, like you propagate a cause or something that you believe very, very strongly in, and you do it instead of the normal way, you do it via performance.
Never do that way.
Oh, no,
way.
no, you don't?
No.
So the choice of subjects like Asylum, for example, Maharani, for example. What are those actually?
Well,
Subject matter
well,
wise.
all the events that happens in the country is
Yeah.
just points that you can use in a play. You know, it's sort of funny. You know, for example, things blurted out by our ministers. You know, and it's funny in that context, funny in their own context. And we as a playwright, oh my God, I can use that. You know? I can use that in a play.
Right.
But so when you stage a play, the purpose is not basically to entertain the audience only. They come, most of the audience come to see a play because they want to enjoy themselves. They want to get entertained.
Right.
But we let them get entertained, but at the same time, they have to read behind what we're going to try to portray.
Yeah.
So it's up to them whether they want to interpret at higher level or not. So the play should be catering for all generation, for all levels of ages, but it's up to their interpretation.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
Okay, that's a
yes.
very safe answer.
Yes.
Out of the many plays that you have done or you have made, you have made them do.
Okay.
What are those that you find that timeless and you know relevant through time? Any
Well, you mean
Your
all
plays,
of my
yeah,
plays?
yeah.
I feel that
because you wrote them, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Asylum is a play which cuts across time.
When was it written?
1992.
1992.
1992. And then
you just found out. Yeah.
and then when we staged this, people ask, when did you write this play? And I said, 1992. It's still relevant to the situation right now that we're facing.
Do
You
you
know?
tweak and
Yes, we just tweak
yeah.
here and there to give in the elements of the present current situation.
Right. And what else besides Asylum? You've got several, right?
Well, the bangsawan of Bang Maharani, Maharaja Beruk, that is a trilogy that is based on current or past political events.
Okay, all right, yes.
But I think it's also relevant later, maybe.
Yeah. But and the latest one that have been making rounds at finals and winning awards.
Mahkamah Keadilan.
Yes.
That one, we staged that in 1995, I think.
The first time?
The first time.
Oh.
I was the lead role then, and now.
Still, yeah.
Well, it's not that I want to. I can't find anyone who can play the role.
A challenge.
Okay. That also cuts across time because that was written by Taufik Al-Hakim. It's an Egyptian play.
Oh, right.
And it's an Egyptian play translated by Malaysian Nahma Jamil, Arwah Nahma Jamil, a Perlis guy. And then I can't remember what year was it written. It talks about corruption in the political and court scene. It's a court scene. But what we did was we transformed the court scene into the circus scene to make the appealing to the public, to the general public, so that they will be entertained. They want to come to be entertained. So I'm in that I'm that kind of person. I don't want the audience to leave the hall after 10 minutes.
Alright.
Right. So I need to keep them. I need to keep them glued to their chair throughout the whole play, like that. So if I put up a serious play, some people can do that. Some people can do that, right? They can sit down through the whole play and then not get disturbed, and some people can't. So I'm catering for those people who can't, right? Who cannot stay put. If they see a serious play, they cannot stand. They need some elements of a comedy. So that's the reason why I need to.
Yeah. There are a lot of elements in theatre besides just acting and playwriting. You know, like makeup, for example, props and stuff like that. So are they given a chance to do those as well besides just acting? Are you involved in those behind the
scenes? For me, and I just joined, so probably just for now just acting. I'm not involved in props and stuff yet.
Right. Yeah.
But this too has been involved in the prop backstage as well.
Right. How was it? How was the experience?
As for me, so I think prop is not that bad because even though we're not acting, but actually we play a huge part of the play because we making the play look nicer. Because people come to the show where they want to, when their first impression, they're looking at the prop.
Yeah.
So we make that first impression look good.
Yeah.
So they will maintain and watch until the end.
Yeah. True.
I think being behind the scenes is actually more nerve-wracking than upfront because I personally like attention, as I said. So being backstage, people depend on you. Like actors in front will say, okay, this prop will be here. So we are supposed to cater to that situation, right? So a lot of times when I'm involved with props, it was very dark at the back. So sometimes accidents may happen. Sometimes we don't know where to go because it's so dark. So I think being involved in those things actually enhance my skills, my critical thinking more than when I was acting.
Right. And theatre performance is basically a live performance. Yeah. How do you handle stress, like recall, like your lines? And sometimes when the sounds didn't come out and certain things don't work your way. So how do you manage those things?
That comes with practice, basically. On the real day, there's no more talking about memorizing lines. You are the character.
Okay.
You're already the person,
Right.
So there's nothing to say that you cannot memorize the lines because you have been practicing for 3 months, and then you're already the person. Things may happen, right? Things may happen here and there. We are human beings, right? But the stage manager and the prop manager and the control room must be paying attention. So they must be able to immediately respond to situations like that. For example, if you have something happening in this room, so you need to know what to do, like that. So they need to be able to act upon it immediately.
Going back to that, you said that you take like months to practice your character so that you become your character. How do you switch on and switch off? Like for example, you become a mental
police officer.
Policeman, and then like you go back to your class and become a student, and you go back and you become a, like how do you switch on and switch off your character?
Anybody?
Like you are in character all the time, right? Yeah, things like that. How do you do that?
It's basically in you, It's basically you. You have to be able to play with it. You have to be able to know the character, and you can also do several characters. But sometimes people, when you do a play in a certain character, after a few months, when you act, the character is still there in you. You can't move on. You cannot move on. Say, hello, that wasn't the character I want. That was in the previous play, not this play.
When you play a different role.
Different role,
I see,
like that. So it sticks to you.
Right.
It will stick to you if you don't let go. Like that.
Okay.
And theatre is about teamwork.
Yeah.
It's about teamwork. It's your from the beginning as you enter, the impression that the audience get in entering the hall, right? The front of house, right? The ticketing. That is the main thing. If you don't promote, if you don't publicize, nobody is going to come.
Right,
Correct?
right.
The moment they come, even it's a good play, it's a great play, but nobody comes.
Right.
So the promotion team must be really, really good.
Yeah.
And then the moment you come in, you see the props. Now, who is doing the props? Not the director.
Right.
You have the prop team. And then the lighting. Who is doing the lighting? Is the technical team. And then the technical team will be composed of several people. The follow spot, the musician, the music, the sound. The sound, the music. The sound, music, and the lighting, right? And backstage, who controls everything?
What was the biggest
stage
production
manager.
that you ever managed for which play? Biggest. How many people?
30 people.
30 people.
30. That was in Yogyakarta. We went there for Istidraj Maharaja Beruk. It's a bangsawan, but we did not do it really bangsawan way. We did a theatre way, right?
Okay,
So,
what is the difference?
I don't know.
Because you said that you did it in a
Because
theatre way, but not a bangsawan way.
I like to reinterpret the bangsawan in my own way, because I feel that the bangsawan has their own elements, have their own way of delivering their lines.
Do you know
their
what
own
bangsawan is?
set and so on.
Them, the young one.
Yeah.
You're ancient.
Yeah.
Do you know what bangsawan is?
The
how do-
bangsawan is like some kind of fairy tales and novels.
It's a
of
traditional
Malay
Malay
play,
thing. It's basically, I think, I'm not mistaken, you can edit this. It's from Persia.
Okay.
Like that.
Is it distinctive feature that when you see that it is a bangsawan,
Yes,
and when
yes.
you see it's a theatre? What
Yes.
what would be the?
There are so many different styles of the bangsawan. You have the bangsawan, you have the purbawara, you have the theatre. So they have different elements, they have different characteristics to put that up. So my idea, my place, my bangsawan is basically combine these two, the theatre part.
You know, in any field of study or in any discipline that you will have, I know you don't like me to ask the questions, but technically, you would learn the philosophy behind it, the theories, the concepts behind it. But when they get involved with TTS, do they just dive in and jump into the acting, or do they have some background of all this, like theatre of the operas and whatever?
No, they just jump in. I push them into it.
Right.
So it's basically, sorry to say, basically, correct me if I'm wrong, it's basically zero.
Yeah.
On the theatre
So
concept and
this is a
stuff.
script
But
and
they
just
do learn theatre in UTP. We have 2 drama classes.
I mean,
But
as a formal
as a
learning,
formal
with
co-curriculum
test and exam.
courses.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know what they learn. So
Okay.
so whatever they learn.
You're not one of the curriculum grandmaster.
No.
you're not.
Whatever they learn, I just use them and then just push them into what I want. That's it.
Right. So you took the courses? Did you know?
They have not taken the course.
You do. All right. What do you learn there?
We learn about voice projection, which I already know. Learn about makeup, learn about how to talk in public, how to not face the sway.
Do you learn the theories and the concepts?
The theories and
behind
concepts behind it.
The philosophy behind it?
Not really.
Maybe you
not
took
really.
the first one.
First.
The first one.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a second
Right.
course.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? This is fun. Anything that you like to add to? Yeah.
So actually, like Prof says, we have no knowledge of theatre from start, and then but when we joined TTS, so Prof started the class for the clubs. So he teaches how to do a voice production, and then like kind of blocking.
Yeah.
So how to play around, how to mingle around with this kind of situation and so that. So I think if we are not taking the class, also we can gain knowledge by inside the club.
Yeah. Yeah. I would suspect so by judging from what you learn.
Yeah.
but what other is there any direct or like an internship, like they get to act in other production or opportunities where you crisscross between production houses of theatres? Do you do that?
At the moment, we had one, but other production theatre personalities come into our plays. For example, in Indonesia, we had Danial to act in our plays as well. Twice, in fact, we went to Indonesia twice, and then we also did plays in Kuala Lumpur. We also have interactions with theatres in Kuala Lumpur with Short and Sweet Theatre Festival.
Wow.
In fact, the ones that we interact with are all graduates of UTP.
Oh.
So they are actually professionals out there.
Right.
They join us, and also from UIA. They also graduate from UTP, so they join us in our group because they know us. They know us.
Do you watch other performances, theatres?
Yes,
Any? You
of
do?
course.
What's your favourite?
I think my favourite is Shakespeare, I guess.
Shakespeare, yeah. I was just about to ask. No Shakespeare in the TTS?
A long way to go.
A long way to go, yeah.
I wish Jo is here.
Yeah.
She's one of my
Tutor,
she was she directed and acted together with me, or I acted together with her in Midsummer's Night Dream. Midsummer's Night Dream. It was super. It was staged outside in Kakosa, Srinegara.
Wow.
It is in
what
the park.
year was that? 1930s. I'm sure it's in the 30s. Yeah. Talking about Joe's and the rest of the group. Yeah. The movement, the theatre movement, has always been regarded as elitist, Is it the same through your experience, especially at the university?
No. Well, you can say that, and they are actually how do you say, when you say elitist, what do you mean by that?
For a certain group of people, certain class, and certain.
Because at the moment, I think the theatre scene in Kuala Lumpur is going at a fast pace. And we have the Malay theatre groups.
Yeah.
We have the English theatre groups.
Right.
And sometimes they don't mingle.
Right.
Sometimes. I'm not accusing anything, but sometimes they don't mingle.
Any particular reason for that?
Because they have their own followers. They have their own followers. But I feel there is another theatre group in the middle. In the middle, where they go for small places like this, right? To cater for small audiences, not huge auditoriums. Istana Budaya is their own, have their own following, So, and you can actually tap. If you're an actor, you can just go here, and here, and learn a lot.
Right.
You can actually learn a lot. So that's what I did. I was involved mostly in Malay plays when I was young, in 1980s. 1980s I was young, right? And then
30s.
30s. Okay. And I was in Malay plays, but I acted in English plays as like Pak Pacha, small roles. But I get experience from that.
Right.
So that's how I jive the two things together in my own script. Right. I use the techniques in the English theatre in Malay plays. And whether people like it or not, it's mine.
Yeah. Another very distinctive comparison between you and Joe is that both of you have acted in one play where you single-handedly playing all characters. Because I remember you did that for Tok Janggut or something, where you played all.
Okay.
And she did the same. Yeah. So how do you when you do it in a team, in a group, you draw energy from one another, like you respond. How do you do that when you're doing it alone? And
you mean as
so many different characters?
Oh, I love to do that again. Can I do it here? Tok Janggut.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good play. That's a really good play. Pak Peter, please let me do Tok Janggut again here.
Yeah. So how do you like? Because they learn, they get energy from one another, they respond to each other. But when you do it What would you call that kind of performance?
This is a monodrama. Monodrama where the actor is not monologue means that you are acting alone, one actor, one character, one character. For monodrama, you can actually have multiple roles, multiple characters.
Played by only one person.
By one person.
Yeah. So you did both. You did both.
Yes, and it's nice.
I think there's another name for that. Gila kuasa tak?
Gila kuasa.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's a different challenge, I suppose.
Yes.
Any one of UTP students that could manage that kind of.
Those who have graduated, yes.
They have done.
Yes. I have not trained at the moment. Not yet. Not yet.
So advanced level.
Yes, they have done multiple roles, monologues, and we won several awards in USM when we did that monodrama competition. Right. And they are now in Petronas.
Wow. Wow. How do you make people to take you seriously as an engineer, as a researcher, knowing that you also do stuff like asylum and mahkamah keadilan? How do you do that? Because it's also very important for them to be taken seriously with your profession while at the same time being able to be an entertainer.
Well, you see, when you go down to their level, you have to go down to their level, right? You cannot be the management level and order stuff. You can just basically scream at them. And then they know that you are at their level and they can just talk to you, you know, play with you like that.
That's also a good
and you need to be able to do that. If not, you'll be like, yes sir, you know, and then you're scared to give your opinion and stuff like that.
Prof is really scary when he gets angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will say, oh, he's acting. Let him be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Okay. All right.
Well, I don't have a bigger purpose. But you see, I'm a lecturer in University Technology Petronas. What I aim for basically is to mold them to the outside world. That's it. To make them human, right? In the Malay term, they have say, theatre is memanusiakan manusia, something like that. There's a truth, some truth in that, where you are molding these people into a human being, which caters for the public, which have sympathy for the empathy to the public, right? So we need that, and then sometimes we are not sensitive enough, so that's what I aim for. Winning awards is not the main purpose. It's not actually the main purpose. We have lost a lot of awards because what we want to portray is what are we trying to sell off, what are we trying to portray to the audience, what messages are we trying to tell the audience. That's the most important thing. So I feel that even though we do not win awards, that's not a loss. What if you have staged something, you have won something, because I know the audience have gained something from what you have done. But that's the thing. When you do stage plays, what are you trying to portray? What messages are you trying to tell the audience? And whether it's sensitive messages, it's up to you.
The interpretation.
Yeah.